looks like Windows, the worst looking update since iOS 7. iOS 26 is out, and it's creating a lot of controversy. It looks terrible, according to everything you've heard. Everything on YouTube that I keep being suggested is how awful it looks, how terrible it looks, how it's Windows. Android users are saying it looks terrible and all these things. And so I want to actually go into what it actually looks like, specifically just the home screen, because this is where I think the most controversy is coming from. I just want to talk to you about some misconceptions that are there, because if you believe the internet, you're stuck with this clear glass look that you can't ever go back, that it's awful, it's like the only option you have. And that's absurd. It's not true. I just don't understand what is going on. There's a couple things that have not been reported on at all. I wasn't really sure what to make of it, and so I downloaded the beta myself. I'm testing it here, and I want to show you what's actually in the beta. And obviously this will all be different when the actual release comes out, but I just want to show you some of the things that I think are not getting reported that I think are kind of important. All right, so number one is right here. You can kind of see this is the kind of clear glass look. You'll notice right away if you customize that you have this clear glass look. But what's interesting is something I've seen no one report on, but is right here, as you can see, it's actually a dark option. This looks super clean. So I like the customized home screen, but what always annoys me is how opaque it is. You can't ever do a translucent version of it. I think this looks really cool. You also can do an auto version, which I'm not going to select right now. But anyway, that's sort of the dark mode. There's a light mode and a dark mode, which is interesting. So people complain about the usability in dark mode. I think it still keeps that cool new function, the cool new design, but allows you to still see the icons really well. I like that a lot. That's probably what I'm going to be using. You still have the default options as you had before. You still have the dark options as you had before, but this clear option is really cool. And I don't know, I just really like it personally. But even the tinted option, which I was using prior on the previous version, there's a couple of cool things going on here. The first is that much like before, you can kind of customize it to whatever sort of color you want here. But you notice the icons actually change, I think, a little bit better than before. Here's another option that people aren't talking about. There's also a dark option here, which actually flips it the other way. But this light option, to my knowledge, this didn't exist before. If accessibility is an issue for you, I probably would just not use as light of a background. I've just seen all the YouTubers complaining about this look, how they don't like this specific look. And I want to let you know that you're not locked into this. You still have access to the other stuff here. Yeah, this look, I agree with you, I think is a little bit tough to see. But there is a dark mode if you like this version you want to look at it. As you can see, some of these third-party icons like Wall Street Journal there, they're not quite adapted for it. I think it's important to chat about because I think people aren't really talking about it. And yeah, I just wanted to share it with you. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, you can give it a like. I don't exclusively cover tech on this channel. I have a lot of other stuff I plan to put on here. But this is one of my interests, not my my career, but it is something I'm interested in, and I think good tech and functional tech, and just design changes and productivity improvements are really cool. There's a lot of changes that have been made, but I think that this alone is not worth freaking out about. Give it a chance.